DJs need love too. Oh, they need love. Yeah, DJs need love too. Yeah, they need love too. Yeah, DJs need love too. Yeah, they need love. Yeah, DJs need love too. Yeah, they need love too. DJs need love too. Oh, they need love.
Check. Back with another episode of DJs Need Love 2 show. I go by the name of DJ Battio.
I am DJ Monae.
And today we got the Bronx Bomber himself, DJ Will, in the building. My guy, what's good, bro?
I'm great. What's poppin'?
How you feeling, man?
I'm good, man.
Yeah, man, we here, man. DJ Will,
Yes.
let everybody know who you DJ for and what you do out here in the city.
Oh man. So, artist-wise, I DJ for Ja Rule. That was my bread and butter. My brother for many years.
Okay.
I also DJ for Bobby Shmurda.
Yep.
And now I do Power 105.1 iHeartRadio. I do the Way Up with Angela Yee mix. I do the Live at 5 mix with Angie Martinez. I also do On the Radar every Friday with my brother Gay P.
Yeah.
And I have the DJ Will show Saturday nights. And we just be out, you know.
We definitely gonna get into that radar thing because we heard that last night, and I think that's a dope avenue for artists.
Yeah.
But I think Atlanta need to take a little bit of that sauce. But we're gonna get into it, all right?
Yes, sir.
All right, so DJ Will, how long have you been DJing?
Wow.
For people who don't know.
Yeah.
I say 20 years.
20 years?
It's probably a little bit longer than that, but 20 years I've been outside in the clubs, getting crazy with it.
When Power 105 first started, were you one of the first ones that was there?
No,
No?
absolutely not. I mean, it was Power 105 had been around for many years before I got on. Really, I never had aspirations of radio at all. Like I was interested in being in the clubs and being fly, getting all the chicks, and like I was very cool with that.
Yeah.
It wasn't until my Union brother DJ Self got on the radio.
Shout out to South.
And like I remember being in my apartment and hearing his voice on the radio, and it was just crazy because at that time it was like you couldn't pull up to the radio station and meet the DJs. It was like now I'm listening to the radio and hearing somebody I know.
Yeah.
And then he shouted me out. I was like, oh nah.
That's fire.
Like people hit me like, yo, you hear Self on the radio? I'm like, I gotta be on the radio.
Yeah.
Like fuck all that. Like, what's up?
So the radio in New York has a lot more power than it is. I'm in Atlanta right now. Me and Monae, that's where the show is from.
Yep.
The radio DJs don't have that. It's not that, you don't get that feeling. You know what I'm saying? To me personally, you know what I'm saying? When you come to New York, you guys are important. They make you guys important.
Yeah.
So why is that not like that in every other state?
So first of all, I think that most DJs are handcuffed because most radio stations, the DJs are playing off of playlists. And there's somebody
Meaning it's
above
a
you
set song that they have to play at least? Okay.
who's making a list
I
of
can
the
vouch for
records
that.
that you can't play.
Yeah.
And really it excludes a whole bunch of the records that not only that you can't play, but it's like those are the records that we want to be playing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? My station, thank God for my program director and the powers that be at my station, we don't have that.
Yeah.
Much over, I have a show on Friday nights on the radar, which is really geared towards new artists, new music. I'm not gonna say like other stations say like New York music.
Yeah.
Like I play new music regardless. I don't give a fuck where you from or what you do, whatever it is, we do that. I even have a segment where it's like international where I'm playing new Afro beats or new Caribbean or new this or new that. Like it's totally geared towards New York.
And it was ear grasping because I'm hearing them just like he's playing new song after new song after new song. I don't know
Yeah,
what
we
the
listened
program
to it
director's going
yesterday.
through right now. It's like probably, but if it's just a show that's dedicated just for that, that's dope. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So how's the views on that? Is it? Yeah.
It's the biggest platform for new music.
You hear that, artist?
On radio.
Yeah.
Like that's just it.
And it's from everywhere, right? Like some people from Atlanta could just hit you up.
Everywhere.
Yes.
So I had the opportunity to DJ for On the Radar. They had an all-women's freestyle.
Yep.
So I did that cypher. And so how was it working with like Gabe and his team? And then how did that like On the Radar come about? Like how did you get picked to do that?
So Gabe used to work at Power. I mean,
Okay.
used to. He was working at Power
Okay.
as a board op, or I don't really know exactly what his job was, but he was working there.
Mm-hmm.
And at the same time, he had his On the Radar platform,
Okay.
which was done off, not on off premises.
Yeah.
And it was just growing and growing,
Yeah.
getting crazier and crazier and crazier views and everything like that. So his ultimate end game was having the On the Radar platform on Power 105.1.
Mm.
And at the time, of course, I was just very busy on everybody else's joints,
Yeah.
whatever, if it was with Angela Yee or with Live at 5 or whatever. So when the opportunity came about, the boss lady was like, yo, we want to put you guys together and, y'all could get the show going.
Right.
And from the very beginning, our chemistry is just off the charts.
Yeah.
And then it was just like getting the music, cleaning the music.
Yeah.
A lot of the music that comes to me, none of it is clean.
Yeah.
It's like artists go in the studio that day or that week or whatever, and they send me a joint or whatever, and then it's just like, and he's
Okay.
had, how the
Yeah.
ciphers go. Every
Mm-hmm.
drill, like it was really geared
Fire.
towards drill artists.
Yeah.
It was like every drill artist before they were who they were was on the radar.
I had so many artists hitting me up like, how do I get on? How do I get on?
Me too.
Yeah.
If you get hit like that and I'm on the show as a
Yeah.
DJ, like,
So did that cut that approach you in the club and hear my song type thing out now?
it's worse.
Oh.
It's worse.
So people still coming up to you?
Absolutely.
Oh, wow.
Last night, this morning. Like, and then after I played them, it's like, if I open up my DMs right now, you wouldn't even believe it. It's like, I heard you play my man's record last night. Can you play my next week? Can you play da-da-da? Like crazy.
Are you charging?
So first of all, that's like a language that we really don't even really use.
Okay.
But I don't personally.
Okay.
Now what we do charge for is if we're doing like a full campaign with the union as far as in the clubs.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, that's what I meant,
bringing
like
you
in clubs.
around
Like,
and stuff like that. Yeah, like because at the end of the day, our time is worth
Mm-hmm.
money. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I can't have you coming to the strip club blowing $10,000 on chicks that, first of all, you're not gonna even fuck. They're gonna go downstairs and they're gonna leave through the other side
Yeah.
and all of that. And you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
facts,
Like,
man.
but then you want me to play your record
Mm.
so that you can shine. Nah, that's gonna, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, so at the end of the day, package as far as that's concerned, like if you want to get a full marketing package, as far as, coming out to the clubs
Mhm.
and us setting you up, and most of these joints, like we're the attraction.
Yeah.
Not just that, like we're setting up a lot of these plays and all of that costs.
Yeah.
So I know you said radio didn't really cross your mind when you first started DJing, but since you're like one of the biggest DJs now in New York, how has radio influenced and helped your DJing career?
It's definitely a plus for the promoter
Mhm.
who I could go, tonight I'm gonna be at,
Yeah.
next week I'm gonna be this. So it's definitely an appeal to the promoters and to the club owners. And it's made a lot of the stuff that I do like easier.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And like I don't necessarily view myself like that, but when I go outside and the way how people, when they see me, they be like, "Wait, yo,
Yeah.
like, you
Well,
or
you're
I'm
not
at the
gonna do it.
club.
We gonna do it. We gonna give you your flower. This is why
Like,
we do the show.
They come up and they be like, "Oh shit, like DJ Will," like
Yeah.
it's just it's weird to me,
But
it's
for
still
the
weird.
big DJs like yourself, and like even when we give like Boop his flowers, he just be like real humble about it.
Yeah.
And is this something that we have embedded now in ourselves as DJs? Like we can't even take in flowers and stuff like that.
Nah, I mean, listen, that's me personally
Yeah.
because I kind of hate to see when other DJs like really just be like, oh,
Yeah.
like it's just, to me, it's tasteless or whatever. I get it, I understand it,
Yeah.
but I also don't want to be like, where people feel like they can't approach me
Yeah.
type thing, or like, oh, he's you can't talk to him. He's this, he's that. Like, me and Gabe had this conversation yesterday because, we had Drake on the radar.
Oh, yeah.
And I asked him, I said, yo, how was Drake acting? He's like, he was like really to himself. He's like, yo, it's like kind of the energy in the room was kind of weird.
Yeah.
He's like, but I get it. Like, I don't, people say I'm weird. And I'd be like around my friends, like, why people say I'm weird? Like, and people say, like, I get some feedback from some people. They be like, Will is weird. And it's like, that shit is weird to me to hear that. You know what I'm saying?
Weird to me.
Like, I'm like, if I go into a room, like, I introduce I'll be like, hello, whatever. Yeah. But I'll go in the corner, me and my man, I'll be on my DJ on his phone.
A lot of DJs are socially awkward.
Do you prefer a host when you playing?
So I do prefer a host because sometimes, like, I really want to be in my bag.
Yeah.
And, like, I'm really, like, not just a pause play DJ, like I want to cut, scratch, and all. Now, do I need a host? Absolutely not.
Right.
I've never needed a host from 20 years ago. I never needed a host. I just feel like certain hosts, and if there's really just like maybe one or two hosts that I work with, but certain hosts, they could definitely add to any DJ.
The best host you work with out here?
Fame Fortune.
Oh yeah, Fame's crazy. Yeah, Fame's funny.
I mean, we fight, but at the end of the day,
Fame been doing it for a long time.
I'm not, once again, I don't want to say I started him, but me and Fame from the very beginning of his career, he was with me. And that was as far back as you could remember from his first days, he'll tell you.
I used to watch Fame host, man. Straight energy. Go on the phone and just take that shit right, steal it real quick.
Super energy.
So let's get into this first segment. It's called Giving DJs Their Flowers.
Yeah.
But before we do that, he brought the rum punch.
Oh, yeah. Will and Daughters.
Yeah. So can you...
Get that right there.
Yes. You can order that too.
Okay, so...
It's going to be right there.
Just give 3 DJs their flowers who might influence your DJ career, motivated you, you watched growing up.
So... DJ Clark Kent, off the rip,
man.
Kid Capri, and Funk Master Flex.
Shout out to Flex.
Yeah,
I think every DJ shouted out Kid Capri at this point. You know what I'm saying?
So I mean, personally, like I know all of them. Clark Kent is like my big brother. Funk Master Flex is the DJ who I was opening for Funk Master Flex in the beginning of my career. I was like going around and I basically patterned like my scratches and everything off of Funk Master Flex. Years ago, they was calling me Baby Flex. And like, it was something that was pissing me the fuck off. And it was like, I just was trying to copy his style for so long that it just became like second nature, even the way he cuts, and I used to watch the way that he cuts and everything. So it was like growing up.
Energy. What he be saying is like.
So the energy part is Kid Capri for me.
Okay.
Like just little things that Kid Capri would say when he's introducing a record.
Making that song a little bit more doper, you know what I mean?
Moves the mic and da-da-da. Like that all came from Kid Capri. And Clark Kent was just like, it's like, I don't even know what more to say about Clark. God's favorite DJ, my favorite DJ, the DJ who took me out of New York for the first time, took me on tour, had me all around the world, like Clark Kent for sure.
I want to advise all DJs to study Clark Kent. He has records. He does soundtracks, video games. Like, it's more than DJing when it comes to him. And he has DJ on the front of his name, but he does it all, man. And like I know Superstar J was talking about having different streams of income. When you call yourself a DJ, you got to have and he nails that right there. You know what I'm saying? So
he always been trying to get me to be a producer and all that. It just that part hasn't clicked for me yet.
You just want to stay DJing,
right?
Yeah.
Not just that. It's like creatively, it just hasn't all come together for me in that part.
Since we're talking about flowers, give one New York club their flowers.
New York Club Envy.
Okay.
I mean,
Club
that
Envy,
was the club that started me out. Like it was, I posted something the other day. I said, when the bright lights come on, did you perform?
Mm.
And as a young DJ from the Bronx, like a lot of stuff out here is like borough activated. Like the Brooklyn DJs do their thing in Brooklyn. The Harlem DJs do their thing in Harlem. I was from the Bronx, but I got my start downtown.
Yeah.
And most of the DJs that were downtown, they were either downtown DJs or, quote unquote celebrity DJs. And I just happened to find my niche in Club Envy. The owner, John Cantor, who was just like, a brother to me. And we just.
Are there any clubs like Club Envy out here now?
Like Envy.
Not SOBs. I was thinking about that thing in Queens.
Nah, not really. So you gotta understand, Envy was like the club at the time where all the celebrities came to. So, like, I used to do Friday. I started off on Friday nights. This VIP was Stevie Wonder over here.
Wow.
Some nights it was Prince upstairs.
That's crazy.
All of the basketball players, BMF started there. Like a lot of the stuff that you see now, like they don't do that. So you asking about a club like Envy now? Not really.
So DJing in New York, New York had their share of beefs, right? As a DJ in a club, have you ever been in a situation where you're playing some music and maybe the person that they beefing with came in there or their crew came in there and they came to the DJ booth and was like, stop the record? Any gorilla type stories?
Let me think.
I want him to say something. I thought about that.
Not really. So I've always been the DJ who I play what I want when I want.
Yeah.
And I think that kind of transcended a lot of stuff where before you decided that you was going to come to say something to me, I would be like, damn, I can't remember something where, not really in the club. On the radio, it was when Nicki and Remy had their little beef or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, nigga, I don't want to be involved in that shit. Like, as a DJ, I want to play what's hot. Yeah. That's it. Just keep it moving.
Some people gonna make you pick sides and all that.
Right. They trying to make me pick sides right now with Kendrick and Drake for sure.
Yeah.
And I kind of have my own opinion on a lot of stuff.
Mm-hmm. I feel like why not just play it back to back?
Yeah.
I do. I did
that's
that.
what I do. Sometimes
I do.
It hit when you play back to back too. Sometimes
because it's like you're not picking a side. It's kind of like they both are good songs.
Yeah. Right. Listen.
Music.
We're not gonna pick a side right here.
At the same right. I don't want to do that. But it's like at the same time, it's like even like last night on the radar, it's like Drake came on the radar and blessed us with a freestyle that did,
politics.
10, 20 mil, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And then it was like last night I played Kendrick joint and people was hitting me like, damn, bro, you had Drake on your show, Kendrick even come on your show and they did it. Like that kind of like pulling at my heartstrings or whatever. But it's like, bro, he has it's the number one record.
It's the number one record,
you know what I'm saying? Like, I still don't want to be the DJ who's not playing the biggest records. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like, that shit kind of got me caught up. But in the clubs, I don't think oh, wait. I don't even want to really talk about it. But there was really a situation where I was out with a female artist and another female artist. I kind of shouted out mistakenly another artist, and it kind of got
crazy,
a little bit crazy. But
DJ, it happens. Sometimes you're gonna mess up. You might say the wrong name, and that person be standing right next to you.
In my defense, I didn't mess up. It was like the club that I was at. I was niched in a corner where, clearly this wasn't a DJ booth that was built for, a DJ to be at. It was like, oh, we're building a club. Put the DJ booth over there.
I hate that, man. Man.
I was over there and people were hitting me and telling me who was in the club. Yo, shout out Jim Jones. Shout out French Montana. Shout out this person. Shout out that person. Which I never do, because if you tell me, yo, Monae's in the club, I want to see Monae.
Yeah.
before I shot out.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But they were telling me this person, that person, this person, that person, and I was just shouting it out, like trusting what somebody else said. Then I shot it out. Next morning, it's like I'm on fucking TMZ.
Oh, wow.
Will DJ, the New York Bozo DJs. I'm like, wow.
Yeah.
Like,
Wow.
you know what I'm saying? Like, so it was definitely one of those situations. You're absolutely right.
So
about
playing like I know people gonna be like, why you didn't ask him this? You Ja Rule's DJ.
that. Yeah.
No G Unit member has ever came and
Never.
made it uncomfortable.
Never.
DJing. Okay.
Because
That
honestly,
was the thing back in the day. It was big.
It was.
It was big.
So we did, you know, we was overseas and we was in the club and they was like, shout to Ja Rule. Next thing you know, it's like, your pussies, we were playing the 50s. We had to go to the DJ booth. It got crazy.
Yeah.
So it was like,
That's disrespectful.
Nah, it is.
that's just super
You
disrespectful.
told me I told you
It's
was in the
like-
club and you just going
Right.
yeah.
And the DJ was like, you know, in his defense, he was clueless. He just was, we was in Australia, you know what I'm saying?
So he probably just thinking New
And
York.
He just was thinking like,
yeah, he probably
I'm playing, like he said, I'm playing the popular, at that time, that was a huge record.
yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I smell pussy. That's what
Yeah.
it was. I smell pussy. Well, we couldn't get from the VIP quick enough, bro.
Like yeah,
We was like, what?
That's crazy.
Oh,
and that's
Did
DJ
y'all leave?
etiquette though. Like
Did y'all end up leaving?
this is why DJs need to do their homework. Like if you know you're doing it at a
put it
club,
this way, we partied and there was a different DJ. But it was crazy. And it wasn't even that, it was the record or whatever. It was like, why would you play that?
yeah.
Yeah.
You
know what I'm
can
saying?
tell a whole lot of records you could play.
Right.
That's kind of intentional. If you
Right.
ask me, you're like, let me.
But we was like, yo, what the fuck is you, like, what the fuck is you doing?
Yeah, that's wild.
Like, you really think we pussy? Like,
That's wild. That's wild. You're in a different country too, so you just got to
Right.
move very strategic.
he was lost. Like, he was like, I remember his face to this day, and that was so many years ago.
You mentioned something about being put in a corner. So a lot of clubs being built now is just more decor, right? Do you rather the DJ booth be built in the sky or leveled?
Nah, put me where the crowd is.
Like in the middle.
Middle and stage.
Right. Like,
Okay.
so I'll say this. First of all, a lot of the newer clubs that are being built in New York now, a DJ has something to do with it.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Like, a lot of if you want to say clubs, so right now in New York City, it's more generated by like strip clubs
Mhm.
and restaurants
Yeah.
turn at night,
Right.
move the furniture
Yeah.
away, and it's a DJ. So, you know, like some of the joints that I just did the other day, I did a spot called Cold. The DJ booth literally is head right
the
dead
middle.
center, whatever, you know what I'm saying? And Amadeus right there, head and
That's like
center.
that's a big club.
Right.
That's probably the closest to the NBA.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's
Yeah.
true.
Yeah.
And I do my birthday party there every year.
I know Earn Your
Super
Leisure did
movie.
something out there.
Yeah, super movie.
Yeah.
So a lot of the clubs are like more DJ generated, let me say that.
Okay.
Like, you know,
Yeah.
the setup. But there are still clubs where it's like the DJ is completely afterthought.
Yeah.
Okay.
Completely afterthought. Like, they thought about the leather on the chair
Before-
and the
And that's
the-
happening
the
a lot. That's why I
sconce
asked
on
the
the
question.
wall.
TVs
Yeah.
they want to hang up.
and the TVs.
He got
before
30
they thought about
TVs and not
the
one
DJ.
DJ booth.
Right.
That's crazy.
Right.
You bring a table. Like,
So
that's-
if not New York, what city?
that's a great
I do
question.
like Atlanta.
Yeah.
I like Atlanta. I like Florida. I like Vegas. States wise, yeah. I like North Carolina. I like a lot of those places. Then, you know, like, and I felt like even in Atlanta, it was like they built the clubs around the sound system and
Mhm.
all that. Even the DJ may be over there, but fuck that restaurant. I can't remember the name of the joint, Blue or whatever. The sound systems was going crazy.
Blue. Club Blue.
Yeah.
Probably Blue, right?
Blue.
Yeah, in Buckhead.
Buckhead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, my
Oh,
brothers.
yeah, they do have a
my
good sound
brothers out
system in
there,
You
yeah.
know what I'm saying? Just,
Mhm.
Stunner, you know, Executive. A lot of my brothers is in Atlanta. Tay Rock,
Yeah.
like my Union brothers is out there. You know, I still, you know, Booth and Zari. That's it, right?
Yeah.
Zari, yeah, Zari Lounge,
like
yeah.
that. The sound systems was going off.
So let's talk
I
about
came
the
back to
Union.
New York like that.
The Union, the
Yes.
biggest DJ crew.
Mm-hmm.
And we interviewed Superstar Jet earlier.
Yep.
And he broke down a lot of the science why you guys are so important.
Mm-hmm.
I know that, because me being out here and just like, watching different DJ crews move, and it's like you guys look like a team. You know what I'm saying? It's like I want to be down with them. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
The guys are moving, and I don't know how y'all probably booking your friends out and stuff like that. But why is the Union the best DJ crew in the world?
Okay, so you got to understand why the Union was formed, how it was formed, and the science on why we formed the Union. We formed the Union because at the time we was like, if you can't do this party before I let him do it or her do it, you're my Union brother.
Yeah.
You have to do it.
Yeah.
And at that time, it was like me, DJ Self, Nori, Johnny Handsome.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's the core of the Union. We were dominating the club scene.
Yeah, that was killer
at the time.
Yeah.
Like I'm not gonna. I hate to say at the time because it's still happening now. Don't get it fucked up.
Yeah.
So like we were.
It's no exaggeration. It's like when you seen that rock sign back in the days.
Oh yeah.
It's like when you hear the Union, like the drops. It's like, oh, you got Stamp.
Yeah.
You got Stamp.
So that was the method was if you can't do it, it has to be a Union member. And I actually wanted it to be like keeping the money in house, but I wanted it to be less of DJ Self and DJ Will and more of the Union.
Yeah.
So music by the Union. You know what I'm saying? So that's what we was really trying to brand the Union.
Mm-hmm.
It worked.
Yeah.
And it worked for many, many years. Yeah. I mean, let me say it's working.
Yeah.
For many, many years. So, as the new members was coming in, and we still just try to keep the same flow, and really more of it being a gimmick of putting down a female or putting down this dude that's popping or whatever. Nigga, you got to be able to rock parties.
Yeah.
Like that's the main shit is you got to be able to rock. Yeah. Even we just had a conversation about Mo, and he's like, Mo gets busy. She's one of the best. Like that's the shit I like to hear, rather than, oh, he's down here, he's moving, he dresses real nice.
I DJ for boom, boom, boom.
Nigga, that's not gonna help me out when it's like, yo, we had the Union in the spot and he was trash. Nah, I can't do that. You know what I'm saying? So that was really the Union is generated by number one talent.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta be that nigga or that chick. Like you gotta be able to hold your own when you're outside. You gotta be able to crack that mic. You gotta be able to do whatever it is that you say you're gonna do. You gotta be able to do it. And we're not gonna co-sign you if you can't do it.
Okay, so before we get into the second segment, let's just talk tour real quick, and then the two artists that you do DJ for. Mm-hmm. Has there ever been a time where your equipment just like malfunctioned right before they had to go on stage?
Absolutely.
This is a tip right here, the pivot tip.
And like, what did you do as a DJ, like on the fly?
Okay, so number one, I was on a flight to Germany to DJ for Ja Rule. Mm-hmm. We had huge shows, whatever. And I left my laptop in the airport in JFK. Ooh. And didn't notice that I left my laptop until I was like 2 hours on the flight going to Germany.
Wow.
I like plugged it in to charge it and put it underneath the chair, fell asleep. And then they're like, yo, boarding.
Yeah.
I jumped up, ran to board. And then now all my music, everything is in that laptop. And literally we're landing in the morning and we have like an afternoon show.
Wow.
So that was crazy. I learned a whole new method about doing that, which helped me in another situation. So
I was gonna ask you a travel tip, but
I wasn't up on the flash drives and
Okay.
having my music backed up and all that, I was just panicking like, nigga, I have a show in a couple of hours. Like literally, like we come in, we check in the hotel,
Mhm.
and then I gotta go do sound check and then come back, we have dinner, and then it's back to the show. It's
Wow.
like hours.
Damn.
So we landed and I'm like, we gotta go to the Apple store. We gotta do this, we gotta do that. So it wasn't until that day in Germany that I learned that the DJs out there, they don't even be using
Yeah.
laptops.
Yeah, they use
They
flash
use
drives.
flash
The
drives.
flash drives, yeah.
So the dude is like,
It wasn't on a tech rider when you seen it?
no, my tech rider is like S9, CDJs,
Yeah.
you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah,
So they like, oh, like, no problem, just let's get the music. I'm like, oh. So I'm like, wait, okay, so we do have different versions of stuff that we made with Ja Rule and
Okay,
stuff
yeah.
where there's no vocals or,
Like a show mix.
show
Yeah.
mixes, TV tracks or whatever. And I just happened to, we just call a couple people and they send me the songs or whatever, and I put them on the flash drives. Now it's like, like everywhere I go, there's fucking flash drives in my bag. I keep backup flash drives like everywhere we go. So
So you
that happened
recommend
with Ja?
that's how you recommend DJs to back up?
Absolutely. Not to back up your laptop, nigga, you definitely have to have
Hard drive.
backups, hard drives, and backup all
Tips,
the time.
man. Tips, yeah.
I have to back my stuff up because I'm
Me too.
like, this
That's
is
what I'm doing
whatever.
Monday.
So, but traveling, 100%, you have to have those flash drives.
Yeah.
100%.
That's fire, man, right there.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, let's get into the second segment. It's called Would You Rather.
Yeah.
You kind of already know because you listened in on Superstar J.
Well, I wasn't. Well,
Oh, you wasn't listening. But so Battie's gonna ask you a series of questions. You just pick the first one that comes to your head
okay.
and can't say
Okay.
Ready, set, here we go. Swag surfing or knuck if you buck?
Swag surfing.
Tour in the country or tour out the country?
Out the country.
America or Germany? Festivals or clubs?
Wait, Germany. Festivals.
Blending or scratching?
A little both.
Blending or scratching?
Scratching.
CDJs, vinyls?
Vinyl.
Vinyls, controller.
Controller.
Host or no host?
Host.
Headphones, no headphones.
Got to have headphones.
DJ booth up high or leveled?
Level.
Record, pool, or title?
Record pool.
New York or Houston?
New York.
New York or Miami?
Oh my gosh, Miami.
So you said Miami versus over New York. Why Miami?
Because their clubs are, once again, they're DJ generated.
Yeah, they do.
Like
make
they have huge booming sound systems. They have huge clubs. Like, I mean, listen, New York has gotten away from that. They're like, they making these restaurants with these little ass speakers that crack and break. And I don't want to shit on my city, but it's like, nigga, y'all club owners, y'all got to do better. Y'all making wild money. Like, turn that shit up. Like, we don't want to be DJing with the headphones and like, nah.
Yeah.
I like that shit to be booming. I don't want you to be able to talk to me like this.
I agree with that, man. I think the worst thing as a DJ is if the sound system is bad.
Right.
Yep.
Can't get a vibe.
Can't get a vibe. You can't host.
People can't even feel the music.
Right.
You
But
get
the
a-
club owners is more concerned about people drinking
Yeah.
and bottles and all of this shit. Like, that shit is whack. Miami,
Do you feel like the club scene is dying down?
if you ask 10 DJs, you're gonna hear 10 different stories.
Yeah.
For me, not at all, because not only do I DJ every night, like I'm like, I do all types of parties. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, whatever it is, I'm gonna be there. And to me, it's not dying down at all. The parties are getting smaller.
Smaller, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But for me, it's like,
So DJing every day, how do you balance the family life? You know, your dad, and you're one of the most the most demanded DJ out here. How do you balance that?
it's tough.
DJs
It's
need
tough.
love too. Talk
But
about it.
as far as my family's concerned, it's like my girl came into this with me.
Mhm.
Like, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't like, there was a time when we wasn't doing this, or you came in, I was already DJ Will moving.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
That's fire.
is it tough? Yes.
Yeah.
Do I want to, I still take time out to go on vacations and all that. Right now, I'm trying to plan vacations. I plan vacations, throughout the year. If it's every February, we're going to go on a cruise, or every, da-da-da. Like, thankfully my job takes me places.
Yeah.
And I take my
Gotta
girl
make
with
it
me
work.
most places. Right.
Yeah, make it work, yeah.
Even if it's like, every Memorial Day weekend, we're either in Cancun or Puerto Rico or whatever, like, fine.
Fam is there, yeah.
We're there for 3 days. I'll extend it for 2 days. One day we do this.
Yeah.
The last
That's good
day we
mental
do
health
that.
right there.
So,
you know what I'm saying?
right.
Cause this game it can make you like, you book, you gotta go home. I know I seen a meme where a DJ went to sleep and then woke right back up.
Yeah,
That's
what
how
I
it really
do.
be.
Right.
Yeah.
Really. Like on a Saturday tonight, like I'm here. I got a party right after this. I have another party. Then I have an after hours party. I normally
Damn.
get home at like 8 o'clock. And then it's like my kids is up at 9. It's
They
like
jumping on you, you tired.
we right back up.
Yeah.
Right back at it. So
That's crazy. DJs need love too, man.
So
right.
you said, let's go back to like the Kid Capris, the Flexes. Can you name maybe like 2 DJs to this date, like today, that have a big impact in the DJ community, like newer DJs?
Newer DJs, like newer than DJ Self, newer?
Yes.
Yeah.
Like
who's the new person about to come up and change this game?
it's killing the game right now.
So we have a DJ down, and I it's not because it's the union or whatever, because I am one of the DJs who I go out and listen to whoever I can listen to whenever I can.
Mm-hmm.
But I nicknamed him the future DJ Tisa
DJ Tisa.
and DJ Tech 12.
Okay.
Like they're our younger DJs, and what they bring to the table is aggression.
Mm.
Like as
Hungry.
as a DJ, like, and not even just hungry, like the way how they DJ is just like, the fuck? You know what I'm saying? For me to and I don't want to say it like that, but for me to go to these parties and hear the way how they DJ and be like, damn, like they remind me of younger versions of me and DJ Self when we was coming up, because not only was we super hungry, it was like we just was like, for me, it was just like the aggression on the way that you mix the records is like, to me, it's like.
And I think that's how you play it forward. That's why you don't gatekeep. You let people know who's the hottest. You know what I'm saying? Because we about to go follow them. You probably gonna interview them too, man. But it's about like they the next up. So everybody needs to know who
I
they
like
are.
another DJ I play. I DJ with on Tuesday nights. His name's DJ Midnight. Like they just have like, they have that thing that I'd be like, oh.
And they be trying to impress you too.
Right, absolutely.
I know,
But listen, it's the gift and the curse, because there are people who try to impress me and do very well, and there's people who try to impress me and bomb.
And do too much,
Like you did, like, bro, what are you doing?
Has Will ever bombed a party?
I'm sure I have.
Yeah.
I'm my worst critic. And
that's how you gotta be.
I feel like that is, that's the biggest gift to have, because I speak to some DJs and they be like, every time, oh, I killed that party. Oh, I killed it. Nigga, when have you not killed it? Because the only thing you've told me is, yo, I killed it. I have said to myself, that wasn't my best.
Even if we get like the praise after, we
Right.
can go home in the car ride home like, no,
a lot of the times when I be like, I was terrible, people are like, yo, you did such a great job. I'd be like, was we at the same place?
Right.
Like,
and it's that car ride home, right?
Right.
It's like, damn, I should have played that.
Right.
Damn, I ain't
Right.
You listen to music on the way home after a gig?
No.
I think no DJ listens to
can't.
music on their way home.
And the most annoying part is when I'm at home, when I'm on my way home and I'm in an Uber or I'm in somebody else's car and they blast the music.
Yeah.
I'm like,
You don't want to hear that. Not this loud.
do you know? Like I had the headphones on for 3 hours.
Yeah.
I'm going to say this name. I want you to just tell me the first thing that comes to mind, right? And we're going to put a rest in peace first, though. Mr. C.
Oh, man. So, the finisher, the Bible, the the greatest DJ for playing old school hip hop.
Yes.
And I want to be careful when I say this, but probably ever. And I probably think that he will never be replaced
Yeah.
as the DJ on his station for his, if you want to call it the old school at noon or the throwback at whatever. He just, if they called me for that, I would graciously decline. Respectfully decline. Not only because I don't feel like, even if I had his computer, I couldn't find the records or put the records together the way how he did.
Cause he intro a song like, this is the best song ever, and then he got another intro.
Bruh.
Like it was just dope, man. So
he play records and I'd be like, damn, I need this. Do I have this?
And it's kind of a shame for, like, because it's for DJs, if you not for newer DJs, if you're not aware of these songs, this is when you was getting aware of them, because he would position them to where you need this song. This song was, because either the old shit, I haven't heard that in a while, and it's like he would say something like, this song was popping back and back, you need this record. And
now, some of the younger DJs be hitting me up like, yo, you got this? I'd be like, bro. And then I don't want to sound like I'm old or dated. I'd be like, bro, that's the record that, and I could tell you the story behind a lot of these records, or why I don't play certain records or whatever like that. Like, I hear DJs now, like the younger DJs play Tupac Hit 'Em Up in the club.
Oh, you gotta talk about that. We have to talk about it. We have to talk about that. Because we in New York right now. I be in Atlanta. And
I know
they play Hit 'Em Up.
Right, like it's that shit.
Like it's, I'm like, yo, y'all
but what
know,
you don't understand.
I will get bodied in New York, man. You cannot play that record.
Don't understand that at the time that record came out, I was in the clubs.
I was in the clubs, yeah.
Not only was I in the clubs, that was the whole bad boy, that was that era. Yeah. And if you ever ask me who's my favorite artist, I'm gonna tell you Biggie.
Yeah.
So it's like, Nick, that record pulled on the heartstrings of me as a fan. So did I play that record? I must have played that record one time.
And your whole career?
In my whole career. It's not in my laptop no more, because after that one time in the club, I actually played it in Envy like many, many years ago. But I was like, yo, why the fuck did you just play that?
Yeah.
Like, nah.
I ain't gonna lie, well, I had that moment too. Someone asked me to play the record. I played it because it was a private event, and they wanted to hear it. But Brooklyn niggas came up to me and was like, bro, what are you doing? Ain't
somebody
you from
threw a
Brooklyn?
bottle at me.
Wow, yeah. It almost got there.
Somebody threw a bottle at me.
That's a song that you have to be very careful with. Very careful. If you're not DJing in New York or anywhere else, be careful with that record.
Facts.
Favorite genre to DJ?
Favorite what?
Genre.
I mean, now I would have to say trap, but overall, reggae music.
Yeah.
I'm Jamaican. My family's Caribbean. Like, I feel like reggae music. And I also feel like, I've broken a bunch of barriers with the genres of music, especially like when it comes to the strip clubs in particular, because when I DJ, it's a party.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck where I'm at or whatever. Like, it has to be a party.
Yeah.
I go to some strip clubs and it's like trap music for 3 hours.
That's crazy.
Like, nigga.
That's crazy.
Like, bro, I play all music. I have videos where I'm in the strip club playing R&B. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
that's fire right there.
It is.
I got a question before we get ready to close out. Is drill music done?
Never.
No?
I think that is sharply on a decline because of what the drill artists are doing.
Okay.
Not
A lot of them getting in trouble.
a lot of them are in jail.
Yeah.
Forget, like,
Getting no music. Stay out of trouble.
it's not about the drill music per se. The drill artists are making it hard for, radio stations, schools, event spots, they're making it hard for people to accept them and their bullshit.
Yeah.
But the music itself, no.
Okay. I did a prom last year out here, and kids wanted to hear drill.
That's a fact.
And the teachers look at you like, this is what they listening to out. You know what I'm saying? So
The white kids too,
yeah.
bro.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I do some Coney Island. School was that? At the school. But Miss Marbury, Stephon Marbury's sister is the principal there. I do the prom every year, and they ratchet. They went the drill. You know what I'm saying? So I had to ask that question so I could be prepared.
Yeah.
So DJ Will, you know our show is the DJs Need Love 2 show. This is the main question: why do DJs need love?
Oh man, because, and I'm gonna steal this line because I just heard another prominent DJ say it. Because we push the needle. We're the epicenter.
Yeah.
Everything has to come through us, regardless of what any artist or any this or that says. You got to come through us.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Don't tell me about streaming. Don't tell me about this. Don't tell me about the internet. Don't tell me about that. At the end of the day, you need us to play your record. If it's not on the radio or in the club or what, like, you need us.
Yeah.
We're the one that presses the button. We're the one that downloads it.
Yep.
We're the ones. Like, I don't give a fuck about you and you who downloads it. At the end of the day, you still need somebody to play it for the masses.
Facts.
And that's what the DJ does.
That was another episode of the DJs Need Love 2 show. I go by the name DJ Battio.
I am DJ Monae, and that is
The Bronx Bomber DJ Will. You know the vibes. Will and Daughters.
Will and Daughters, get your order now. We're going to put the link right there. Make sure you click that link. Boom, boom, boom. Subscribe to the show. We're on all networks. But I ain't going to lie. We taking this, bro.
Yeah, that's yours.
Oh, yeah. DJs Need Love 2. We out.